The Bitcoin price is now potentially on the brink of an all-out collapse, and there are three key indicators that most Bitcoin investors and crypto traders alike are completely overlooking. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that I always like to keep a very well-rounded macro perspective on what's going on not only in the crypto market, but in the global commodities and equities markets as well, because I believe that helps to paint a better picture for what's going on in the crypto market, as they all can be correlated. We're going to get into that later in the video, but I just wanted to set the stage with why we're going to look at this here. I'm going to pull up this headline here from the New York Times. It states, Fed signals rate increase in March, citing inflation and strong job market. Jerome H. Powell, the Fed chair, said the central bank could raise rates imminently as officials cut back help for the economy. And as you can see here, this news has absolutely shaken up the U.S. equities markets. This is the chart of the S&P 500 here over the past several weeks, and we've just seen a straight waterfall to the downside. And in the same time period, as we can see here on the Bitcoin chart, the Bitcoin price has not performed well either, dumping deep down into the crypto abyss. And this is interesting, because in the same time period, here on the US dollar index chart, the DXY, we've seen just the opposite. Now we're seeing the US dollar index absolutely skyrocket again to a new local high, a trend which, again, if you are subscribed to this channel, you would know that I've been pointing this out for months, folks, months, while all of these moon boys shouted that we're going to 100,000, 500,000, a million, hyperinflation, Kirby. I've been pointing out that we had a potential bullish W pattern, that if we did wind up seeing this thing break through this neckline of resistance, that it could be very, very negative for the Bitcoin price. And what happened, folks? Whoopsies! It broke through the resistance level, it skyrocketed, and the Bitcoin price plummeted deep down into the crypto abyss. It is what it is, and sometimes the Don needs to pat himself on the back, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you, thank you. It is what it is. And right now, this leads me to my next point. The US dollar index right here, right now, is at the next key critical line on my chart. And I just want you all to be very well aware that all the way on this run up back here in 2016, we saw the Bitcoin price at the tail end of a bear market. And here in 2019, we saw the price rising above this level at the tail end of a bear market. So folks, of course, past performance does not indicate future results, but it could be possible here again that as we continue to see the DXY rise, and hopefully this would send us into a capitulatory event, and then somewhere maybe up around this level, maybe at above 100, who knows where it could go on this cycle. But if history were to serve as any indication of what could possibly happen in the future, maybe, just maybe, we get another huge spike up in the DXY, and that could potentially stick in a Bitcoin bottom for us. When the DXY does decide to come back down, let's get this crypto. Now, let me explain the correlation here between the US dollar and gold and things of that nature. So when the Fed has rates very low, that can be very bullish for things like equities, cryptos, and gold. And why is that? Because when rates are low, it encourages borrowing. And when there is a ton of borrowing, you generally see that money pour into those types of assets. And on the other side, when rates are rising, there is generally less risk taken. So this is why right now, in my opinion, we are beginning to see the stock market begin to drop. We're seeing cryptos dropping. We're seeing gold flat. It's actually not dropping. It's been pretty flat. And we're seeing the US dollar rise, as I just stated, getting back into traditional asset classes, even including cash and cash equivalents, can actually be a very attractive thing in a time of turmoil, especially when we're in a very, very bloated market environment. Now, I'd like to shift our attention here to the Bitcoin CME futures chart and take a look at these gaps here, folks, because these have been absolutely epic in terms of seeing where the Bitcoin price could potentially be headed throughout time since its inception back in 2017/2018. But before we do that, if you're enjoying thus far, if you could just hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, thank you for that thumbs up. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most must-see and most realistic Bitcoin analysis channel on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important uploads. Welcome to the channel. So now, these gaps, ladies and gentlemen, they have been infamous or famous, depending upon how you'd like to categorize it. Now, you can see here I'm on the daily time frame. I have so many of these little gaps filled in with yellow, right? Now, these are just the ones that I've seen just by briefly looking at it here. Like, see, here's another one here that I didn't even paint in there. Here's another one there I didn't paint in. But with absolutely uncanny accuracy, these gaps have been filled almost, keyword almost, to a 100% point. Now, I'm not saying that each and every gap has to fill, but ladies and gentlemen, a ton of these gaps have filled at an alarming rate. And I told you guys when Bitcoin was all the way back up here to watch out for a potential gap fill down at about 33,000. And what do you know, folks? Bang, we got it. Right there on this most recent drop, it filled the gap. Now, there are two very important gaps left here. On my chart, it's at about 24.5K, and the next one is at about 18.2K. These are going to be gaps to watch out for if we see this support level on Bitcoin broken at below 28,000. I've been telling you guys stream after stream that, in my opinion, there's just not much support below 28,000 until about 20,000 flat. And 20,000 flat is eerily close to this gap here at 18.2K. Maybe we'll overshoot it. Maybe we'll fill the gap. I'm just putting it on your radar that there still are two key, huge gap levels on this chart to watch out for. And this gap here at 33,000 roughly was one that the Moon Boys loved to badger and berate the Don over. We're never going back down there again, Kirby. You keep talking about your gaps. My gaps? Stunad, what does that even mean? How do you say that they're my gaps? These are everybody's gaps, little James. They're here on the chart, buddy. Please. And that's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear the passion in my voice, the thing that's still alarming me about this market truly is that, what's the way to put this? We still have a ton of low IQ individuals investing in this market. And that's the part that bothers me, is because you generally see the lowest IQ individuals with the largest voices. They are the rally cry of the Moon Boys right about when you're at the top of a market cycle. I've seen this over and over again, folks. I've been in this market for a very long time, probably longer than many of you watching here today even heard the word Bitcoin for the first time. That's just the truth. And I've seen this over and over and over before. It feels like a recurring dream. And to sit here and get berated by very low IQ newcomers to the market that have less than one Bitcoin as their whole portfolio, screaming at the top of their lungs that I'm right, you're wrong, you just don't understand. Nah, Stunad. I understand better than you ever will. And what I'm doing here on this channel day in and day out is analyzing these charts for what they are. Sure, technical analysis is never going to be perfect. There are no magic indicators. There is no crystal ball. Nobody can predict the future. But what we're doing here is trying to give ourselves a perceived edge to potentially crush the next market move based upon what's been happening in the charts. And ladies and gentlemen, it still scares me that right now the Moon Boy cult mentality is still very, very strong. And I have a feeling, just a feeling, because I've experienced it before on market collapses, such as this one back here in 2018, such as this one here in 2019/2020, that when this trap door potentially opens and capitulation begins, you start to see these people leave the space, right? They become the capitulation, right? Somebody has to be the capitulatory, if that's even a word. Somebody has to be it. And I've seen these same people that shout from the top of their lungs that we're going to the moon and that technical analysis is tea leaves, Kirby. I've seen these same people capitulate their bags deep down into the crypto abyss, and they just go mute. You don't hear from them again. You see Google Trends go down. You see YouTube views go down. Social media views go down. And then what happens? We start to see a bottom in the market come in when all of the most vocal moon boys are flushed out. The real remain. Those looking for real opportunity remain. That's when there is more bullish opportunity in the market, in my opinion. But for now, as it pertains to Bitcoin, for me, folks, the opportunity has been shorting to the downside. And as I showed you last stream, I did open a short position for myself up at about 40,100. Shout out to my VIPs. I kept you guys up to date with that in real time when I opened that short position. And then, of course, I updated you again when I took profit on that position, once right there at about 35,290, one a little bit higher at about 37,000 for a nice, absolutely massive gain there. So once again, shout out to my VIPs. If you are interested, ladies and gentlemen, in getting all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, everything just like that, like the ones that you just saw on your screen right here, then today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Now, the thing is here, folks, is that for me, I'm just going to continue to take this market day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, and look for potential trading opportunity. If this thing continues to drop down, well, as these moon boys continue to capitulate and get wrecked, the Don will hopefully be shorting this thing, staying on the right side of the move, and riding this bad boy down for a profit as low down as I possibly can. If we reverse and look to go to the upside in a magnificent V-shaped recovery, well, you best believe that the Don will potentially be looking to play that there to the upside as well. Maybe I'll look to short on a bounce. Maybe I'll look to long if we can start to see some bullish recovery developments here on this chart. So right now, folks, I'm going to say it one more time. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all so you don't miss any more of the most realistic Bitcoin analysis on YouTube. Welcome to the channel. And if you could, leave me a comment, ladies and gentlemen. Say thanks, Kirby. Get wrecked, Kirby. Let's get this crypto. You could even leave an emoji, just even one character. It all helps the channel, so I really appreciate your comment. Thanks for that. And of course, folks, seriously, right now, the Don has been crushing this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. It's been absolutely wonderful here. I'm hoping to remain on the right side of the trade by remaining to be a realist in this market. While right now, it still feels like we have so many pie-in-the-sky moon boy degenerates still in their little delusional fantasy land here saying, it's just a dip, Kirby. It's just a dip. Really, little Jimmy? Minus 50% plus to the downside is just a dip? Well, folks, you know my stance on this market. You know how I'll be looking to potentially crush it and get this crypto, remaining realistic while the majority remain delusional. Let's get this crypto. So on that note, if you do want to see all of my trade setup ideas in real time as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again, then I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Seriously, folks, don't miss my next important VIP trade setup idea and alert. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. And until next time, folks, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine. Then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified check mark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.